Hello everybody, welcome to a bit of a severe weather briefing. So we're looking at the possibility of seeing a substantial severe weather outbreak between Wednesday, February the 16th and Friday, February the 18th. And starting with our GFS model, we can see a low pressure develop across the central plains in southwest Kansas by Wednesday evening, developing a line of showers and thunderstorms from central Kansas to north central Texas. And as we head through the overnight Wednesday into Thursday, we're going to see that line of showers and thunderstorms move across the central plains into the Arklatex and through the day Thursday across the deep South Tennessee Valley, and then the Thursday afternoon across the eastern portions of the Tennessee Valley, and by Friday morning we could be seeing strong severe storms moving across Georgia through Virginia. So I'm going to be taking a look at the potential dew points, Cape convective available potential energy, as well as wind shear to get an idea of just how significant this severe weather event could be. First, taking a look at potential dew points, we're going to be seeing an incredibly sharp dry line setup from south central Kansas through about Del Rio, Texas by Wednesday evening. We could be seeing dew points in the low to mid 60s surging from the Texas coast up through the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and dew points in the mid 50s going all the way up into central Kansas. And as we head into the overnight Wednesday, Thursday morning, the dry line is going to surge southeast across Texas and Oklahoma, triggering a line of showers and thunderstorms. And as we head through Thursday, the dry line is going to continue to surge east across the central plains. Dew points ahead of the dry line are going to surge. We could be seeing dew points low to mid, even upper 60s across Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi by Thursday morning. And by Thursday afternoon, as the cold front merges with the dry line and pushes east, we're going to be seeing likely dew points in the mid 60s all the way across most of Mississippi and Alabama, as well as Louisiana. And dew points in the low 60s could be surging in Tennessee and Kentucky at this point. And as we head into the afternoon, dew points in the mid 60s are going to surge across Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina. And then as we head into Friday morning, the dew points in the mid to upper 60s are going to surge from the Florida Panhandle all the way up through Virginia. And then the cold front's going to push all the moist air out of the area by about Friday afternoon. Now, taking a look at what I call thunderstorm fuel, which is convective available potential energy, or CAPE. As of right now, this looks like it could be the limiting factor in this severe weather event. Taking a look at potential CAPE for Wednesday afternoon, February the 16th, we only have about 3 to 800 joules per kilogram from Kansas through Texas, and most of this is what is known as capped. In other words, there's a warm layer aloft in the atmosphere, so the storms cannot develop when there's a warm layer aloft. And this is indicated by the hatched lines you see across the Cape here. It's basically blocked. So, and as we head into the overnight Wednesday into Thursday, you can see the relatively weak Cape all capped from Oklahoma through Texas. And as we head into Thursday, still very weak Cape, maybe some breaks in the cap across southeast Texas and western Louisiana. But even that, the Cape is only a few hundred joules per kilogram. For substantial thunderstorm development, you need Cape of at least 1,000 joules per kilogram. And as we head into Thursday afternoon, we see almost no Cape across areas of northern Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Arkansas, most of the Cape is confined to the deep south, the deep south, and even that's only a few hundred joules per kilogram. And then, even as we head into the overnight Thursday and Friday morning, Cape looks to be very weak across the southeast, even only a few hundred joules per kilogram in spots. So Cape looks to definitely be the limiting factor with this event. Now, I'm going to warn you guys, the GFS model, in particular the one I'm using, has underestimated Cape when the event is several days out, and we're still 6 days out, so I expect the Cape values to increase as we get closer to the event. Now, taking a look at what is concerning me the most, the 0 to 3 kilometer shear, which is going to be 700 millibar level of the atmosphere. As we start off Wednesday evening, we begin to see some yellows, which indicate shear of 40 knots or stronger across most of Texas, extending up through Arkansas and Missouri. And then as we head through the overnight, the wind shear values are going to explode across the deep south and Tennessee Valley. We only need 35 knots of wind shear to develop a supercell, and in all these yellow areas, supercell development is going to be favorable. And in these red areas, the wind shear is approaching 60 to 70 knots. And watch what happens as we head into Thursday, though. Watch what happens across the South and Tennessee Valley. The Cape the wind shear absolutely explodes across the deep South and Tennessee Valley. Widespread values of 60 to 80 knots in the reds, and in these purples, we could be seeing wind shear values up to 90, even 100 knots, which would be very, very bad if this were to occur, because if we can get our Cape values to go up, we could be looking at a tornado outbreak with this kind of wind shear. And even as we head into Thursday afternoon, look at this across the south. Widespread 40 to 70 knot wind shear across our severe zone. And then, even into Friday, across the southeast mid-Atlantic, wind shear still ranges from about 45 knots to 70 knots. And even as the storm moves out, finally, as we head into late Friday, the wind shear will die down. But with these kind of wind shear values, if we can get enough convective available potential energy to move up into the areas of the South and Tennessee Valley, we could be looking at a full-fledged tornado outbreak. So I'm going to keep you updated on this over the coming days to assess the risk level. So if you want to follow me on my updates, consider subscribing. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like, and stay safe, my friends.